Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Yo, can I interject for a second?
Sure.
I was having a discussion, I want to say 2 weeks ago, with a sister that was a strong JB supporter. You know who JB is. And so they were hardcore trying to claim that, this intelligent black society is not the conscious community. I said, let me tell you something. I said, we all the conscious community. No, they're not the conscious community. I said, no, we're all the conscious community. He said, what do you mean by that? I said, to me, conscious community is a bunch of people outside of the normal paradigm that really haven't done shit yet.
Mm-hmm.
She said, whoa, what do you mean? I said, that's exactly what I said. I said, if you're in a society where somebody is hyping you up thinking that you're doing something, and the only thing you did is come up with 2 damn documentaries, you're part of the conscious community. They were shocked. I said, listen, I'm not saying I'm any better. I said, but until we get a nation of our own, you can't say you did anything, because everything that you did could be taken down either by COINTELPRO or your own people. So you can't sit there and point fingers at somebody else and say, they the conscious community, they the conscious community. No, we all the conscious community, because we all talk that black stuff, but we haven't been able to come up with a nation of our own yet. And until you can come up with a nation of your own, you cannot beat your chest and say you're doing something. You're not doing shit, period.
Not doing anything. That's it.
Yo, Minister, let me back up your point there. I don't know if y'all saw this, because if I post something about the new house that Rihanna got, that gets a lot of attention. But if I post anything about infrastructure, it goes unnoticed. Nobody. New Year's Eve, they have millions of people out there at that ball, right? They're all celebrating. All of them are citizens. Some people come from out of state, blah, blah, blah. But they all celebrating, having a good time. Everything is fine. The moment that ball drops, there's a sanitation army that is there, and they have strategically figured out how they're going to clean up all of that crap that those people. Now, all of those people there, they're not concerned about that. They're only concerned about the celebration. And when the celebration is over, they go home.
Right.
But if you go to 42nd Street, by 7 a.m., that place looks spotless. You would have thought nothing ever happened. That's infrastructure.
Yep.
Right.
This is the stuff that is not sexy. Nobody likes talking about it, but this is the stuff that I'm talking about, and what I'm referring to when I talk about land, infrastructure, nationhood. It's not just being a citizen and holding up your black fist and, yeah, I'm black. No, it's all that you got to do everything on your own. So if there's a snowstorm, after the snowstorm is over and there's time to clean it up, you can't call the white man or sit in your house and with your heat on, with your slippers on, drinking hot cocoa, while somebody else is outside cleaning that shit up.
Right.
And the people that clean it up, guess what? Those are called jobs. So infrastructure creates jobs for your people.
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer, man. I'm at the point now where I'm going to start jumping up and kicking niggas in their neck who's against infrastructure, land, infrastructure, nation, because you should not be. Nobody should be listening to you. You're a clown.
Yep.
Yeah, Holip. That's why that dude that was on your page, I'm glad you finally got rid of him. He's a real fucking idiot. Real fucking.
Yeah,
I know
I have little time. My patience is really thin, man. It's really thin for nonsense. And that conscious community nonsense, you ain't gonna be in my cipher kicking that all. We need knowledge of self. Man, fuck you and your knowledge of self. That knowledge of self bullshit out of my face. Knowledge of self. What kind of knowledge of self you have if you haven't even come to the conclusion that you need a nation of your own?
Right.
And then this is another thing about this knowledge of self bullshit. if you notice that when you bring up nationhood, the first thing they say is, well, we can't have a nation because you're going to have a bunch of people doing the same thing. You got to have knowledge yourself. Well, I'm like, well, do you have knowledge yourself?
Mm.
if you don't have knowledge yourself, who's going to teach it to you? Is there a knowledge yourself school that I can go to?
Mm-hmm.
All that is nigger stalling tactics. That's all it is. Anytime you come up with a solution, there's a yeah but. It's called the yeah but movement. That's what they should call it, not the knowledge yourself movement. The yeah but movement. Because every time you come up with a solution, it's like yeah but. Let's stop that.
But Mark, you're going to be going over to Africa with Eurocentric values.
Yeah, compared to being in America with Eurocentric values. I guess it's okay here.
Right. We need a language first.
What about the white man is in Africa, too?
Yeah, another classic Negro stalling tactic. You can't do – well, we can't do that because the white man is everywhere. Well, if the white man is everywhere, and every time I come up with a solution, you coming up with some counter to it, then why don't you just be the white man's bitch officially?
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, Mark,
what are you fighting him for?
I was trying hard not to. You know, I really wanted to go in on him, but I said I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be cool on your page.
Do you realize if these niggas was in charge of Marvel, there wouldn't be no Infinity War movie because their philosophy is, well, Thanos got the glove. What the fuck were you fighting him for?
It was war they wanted and war they got, but they wrote it in a